What if just a few simple tweaks to your morning routine could help you lose weight so much faster, especially during menopause? For the longest time, my mornings were total chaos. I'd wake up feeling groggy, scroll through my phone and grab whatever I could find for breakfast, usually something quick and carb heavy with no real nutrition. I had zero energy, no motivation to exercise or to eat healthy, and that stubborn belly fat, it just wouldn't budge no matter what I tried. And the worst part, I blamed myself. I thought I just didn't have enough willpower, but the truth is, it wasn't me. It was my routine. And once I made just 5 changes to how I started my mornings, my body started burning fat more efficiently, my energy levels went through the roof, and I felt motivated again. And I want the same for you. Every step I'm about to share is so simple, you can start doing them tomorrow morning. No gimmicks, no fluff, just real practical strategies that work with your body and not against it. So if you're ready to wake up feeling lighter, stronger and full of energy, let's dive in. Your wake-up time. Starting with something that sounds so simple but is absolutely crucial for weight loss during menopause is your wake-up time. Now you might be thinking, what does my wake-up time have to do with losing fat? Well, a lot more than you'd expect. You see, when you exercise, your body isn't actually building muscle, it's breaking it down. Muscle builds during recovery, and that recovery happens while you sleep. Quality sleep is when your body repairs and strengthens your muscles. And healthy muscles are essential because they boost your metabolism, which naturally slows down during menopause. This is why it might feel like your body's working against you. You're not doing anything differently, but the weight gain seems to creep up faster and losing it way harder than before. A big part of that struggle comes down to sleep, and specifically poor sleep habits. Even one night of bad sleep can mess with your recovery and hormone regulation. But when poor sleep becomes the norm, it can completely stall your fat loss, even if you're eating well and exercising. That's how important sleep is. So what can we do? It starts with something called your circadian rhythm, your body's natural 24-hour clock. This internal clock thrives on consistency and is set by light and darkness, sunrise and sunset. When you start going to bed shortly after the sun sets and waking up closer to sunrise, you're syncing your body with its natural rhythm. This helps regulate 2 powerful hormones: melatonin, which helps you fall into a deep sleep, and cortisol, which helps you wake up feeling energized in the morning. But here's the kicker. Melatonin production at night actually starts with what you do in the morning. As soon as you wake up, exposing your eyes to natural daylight tells your brain, okay, it's morning, and that message starts the countdown for melatonin production later that evening. High melatonin levels make you feel a lot more tired and ready for bed late in the evening. So if you want deeper, better quality sleep tonight, make it a goal to get outside early. A morning walk is perfect, but even standing outside for 5 to 10 minutes and getting daylight into your eyes can do the trick. Now, don't feel like you need to overhaul your sleep schedule overnight. If you're a late riser, try shifting it earlier by just 15 minutes a day until you hit a rhythm that works. I personally aim to be in bed for around 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. And this gives me a full 8 hours of sleep and leaves plenty of time to ease into the day. So remember, a simple shift in your wake-up routine can set the foundation for a faster metabolism, more energy and better results. Now, before you think about breakfast or even coffee, your body is desperately craving one thing when you wake up: water. Think about it, you've just gone 7 to 8 hours, hopefully, without a single sip. That's a long time without hydration. And during that time, your body is still working, digesting your last meal, repairing those muscles, and regulating hormones. So when you wake up, you're already starting the day in a dehydrated state. That sluggish feeling in the morning, or that headache that creeps in before 9 a.m., often it's simply dehydration. So make it a priority to drink a glass of water when you wake up, especially before your coffee or anything else. This single habit kickstarts your digestion, helps flush out toxins, and gives your brain and body the hydration it needs to function at its best. So when I wake up, the first thing I do is go to the kitchen and have a glass of water. That way I don't forget and it becomes automatic, just like brushing your teeth. Now, if you want to take your hydration to the next level, especially if you often wake up feeling drained, try adding a pinch of Celtic sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to your morning water. It's like a natural boost. I know it might sound a little strange, but trust me, it's a game changer. The salt helps replenish electrolytes, which your body needs to maintain energy. And the lemon adds a burst of vitamin C and makes the water even more refreshing. This combo not only hydrates you better than plain water, but can also help improve energy, focus, and even reduce cravings in the day. So don't reach for that coffee first, reach for that water bottle, rehydrate, and give your body the fuel it needs before anything else. All right, now that you've hydrated and got some sunlight into your eyes to wake your body naturally, let's talk about everyone's favourite part of the morning, coffee. But here's the thing that not many people know. It's when you drink your coffee that matters. Most people roll out of bed and head straight for that coffee machine, but that actually might be working against your energy levels rather than boosting them. And here's why. Your body has a natural cortisol spike in the morning. Cortisol is a hormone which helps you wake up and feel ready to take on the day. When you drink caffeine too soon after waking, while your cortisol is already peaking, you're essentially stacking stimulation on top of stimulation. It might feel like a quick hit of energy at first, but it can actually lead to a bigger crash in the afternoon. What research shows is that delaying caffeine for around 60 minutes after waking can help your body ride that natural cortisol wave first, and then use caffeine as a top-up once that cortisol wave begins to drop. But don't stress about getting the timing down to the exact minute. You don't need a stopwatch for your coffee. A good rule of thumb is just to follow your morning routine steps first, rehydrate, get some sunlight, go on a short walk or get ready for work, and then enjoy your coffee. Personally, I wake up around 6 a.m, drink a big glass of water, go for my morning walk to get some sunlight, or do one of my workouts to get my body moving. Then I'll brew my coffee around 30 to 45 minutes after I've gotten up. It feels natural and I avoid that mid-afternoon crash I used to get all the time. And one more important point, watch your caffeine intake later in the day. Caffeine can keep you stimulated hours after drinking it. Even if you drink a cup at 2 p.m, the caffeine could still be in your system by 7 or 8 p.m. And that stimulation can sneakily interfere with your sleep, even if you think you've fallen asleep just fine. So my recommendation is stick to your caffeine intake in the morning only. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful habits you can build into your mornings: exercise. Before my 30-pound weight loss, I struggled big time with this. My schedule was packed, my energy was low, and my motivation was pretty much non-existent. I'd often plan to work out later in the day, but 9 times out of 10, something would come up or I felt too tired and I'd skip it again. And this is where a lot of women get stuck. You're not lazy, you're just busy, and your life has a way of hijacking your day before you even realise it. So I made a decision. I was going to stop waiting for the perfect time and just make my mornings my time. I committed to getting up just 20 minutes earlier and doing my exercise then. And that simple change was huge. By making exercise the first big win of my day, I was stacking up success early. No interruptions, no excuses, no guilt about skipping another workout. And here's the beautiful part. Once I started doing it consistently, it actually felt amazing. I'd get that post-workout glow, the boost in mood, and the energy carried me through the rest of the day. And it wasn't about doing crazy intense sessions either, just a simple 20 to 30 minute workout using some weights, which I actually enjoy doing. Now, if you prefer working out later in the day, that's okay. If that works for you and you can stick to it, keep going. But if you're like I was, always missing workouts because life gets in the way, then mornings might be your best friend. And even if you're not ready for a full workout first thing, doing something, a walk or a few bodyweight exercises can kickstart your metabolism and set a positive tone for the day ahead. So here's my challenge to you. Pick a time tomorrow morning, just 20 to 30 minutes, and do a workout. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen. And if you need guidance or a plan to follow, that's exactly what we do inside the Lady Change. You just log in, press play, and move with me. It's so simple and so effective. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated steps in your morning routine: breakfast. This one can come either before or after your workout, totally up to you and how your body feels. But either way, it's all about getting a high protein meal to kick off your day. And here's why this matters so much. As we age, especially during and after menopause, our muscle mass naturally starts to decline. This is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest reasons our metabolism slows down over time. Less muscle equals fewer calories burned at rest, which makes fat loss harder and weight gain easier. But here's the good news. You can reverse that trend. Strength training and movement are part of the solution, but nutrition plays a massive role too. And the key nutrient here is protein. Protein is like the building blocks your muscles need to recover and grow stronger. So by eating a good amount of protein in the morning, you're telling your body, hey, I'm here to support muscle recovery, not keep breaking it down. You're flipping the switch in your favour and setting the tone for a fat-burning, energy-boosting kind of day. Now, I know intermittent fasting is trendy right now, and some people swear by skipping breakfast. But for many women over 40, especially during menopause, skipping that first meal can lead to blood sugar crashes, low energy, and even more cravings later in the day. Personally, I always recommend a nutritious breakfast, especially if you've just done a workout. When you start your day with movement and a high protein meal, you're already halfway to winning the day. You feel energized, you're less likely to snack on junk later, and most importantly, you're building momentum. And when you're on a roll, you're way more likely to keep making good decisions throughout the day. Now, if you're thinking, but I don't have time for breakfast after all this, I've got you. My go-to breakfasts are quick, easy, and actually taste amazing. Here are two of my absolute favourites, and they take less than 5 minutes to whip up. The first one is some scrambled egg, avocado, and cottage cheese, and the second one is a protein berry smoothie. Both of these meals fuel your body, support muscle growth, and keep your blood sugar stable, which is huge when it comes to weight loss, energy, and managing cravings. So the takeaway here, use breakfast to fuel your body like someone who's serious about their health. It'll change the way you feel for the rest of the day, and it's one of the most effective and enjoyable ways to support your weight loss goals. Now listen, tomorrow's morning routine doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't about overhauling your entire life overnight. Just start by adding one step at a time and give your body a chance to adjust and notice how your energy levels start to shift. Maybe it's waking up a little earlier, or getting some sunlight into your eyes, or drinking that big glass of water. Small changes really stack up. And here's the most important part. Make it work for you. You're not here to follow someone else's rigid routine. You're here to create your own version of a morning that fuels you, energizes you, and helps you feel like the best version of yourself. But if you'd love some extra help getting started, you don't have to do this alone. You can join me inside the Lady Change, our private community made just for women going through this stage of life, just like you. It's the only place where you get direct support from me, along with everything you need to take the guesswork out of your mornings. We've got ready-to-follow workout routines, delicious high-protein breakfast recipes, and a daily plan that sets you up for success without the overwhelm. You literally just log in, follow the day's workout, make the breakfast I've laid out for you, and already you're winning the day before 9 a.m. The reason so many women inside the Lady Change have seen life-changing transformations isn't just because of the workouts or the meals, it's because we make it simple. We give you the structure and support so you can finally build habits that stick. So if you're ready to feel better in your body, wake up with more energy, and start losing weight in a way that's sustainable, you know where to find me. The link is below. Alright ladies, that's all for me today. I hope this video gave you some helpful ideas to make your mornings work for you, not against you. If you liked it, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.